Okay, so I just had to hop on here really fast. I want to know in this world, or in this country at least, where children are getting a trophy. They all get trophies just for showing up, or medals just for being there. And don't 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 get mad. If you do, you can send email to imabeme@ubu.com. I'm not being hateful. I'm just saying it's okay to learn how to lose as a child, and it's okay to learn how to win as a child. And I'm talking about winning gracefully and losing gracefully. That's been really big. I may have gone overboard, but it's been really big at our house because there's nothing worse than a sore loser, and there's nothing worse than a gloating winner. So at our house, there's no pouting and there's no gloating. Like, you want to play sports, you want to participate in something competitive, that's wonderful. But if you win, you had better be respectful and not gloat, and consider the other person's or the other team's feelings. And if you lose, you need to be same thing, respectful of their feelings. If you won, you would want to celebrate on the court, but you at the same time not gloat. So you want to congratulate them for a job well done. And then maybe even say, man, great job. We'll get you next time. We're going to beat you next time, though. I have some fun with it. It's fine. But no pouting and no gloating. I was so proud of Kinley, my husband's 21-year-old, when she was 13 or 14. She had been a cheerleader, and I hope she's okay with me telling this. She went out for cheerleader the next year and didn't make the team. And all of her friends that went out with her to try out did. And she was at our home that night, and she was devastated. And my heart just was crushed, especially because her friends did, and that put her, on the outside. And I was so incredibly proud of her. I couldn't stand it, because she intentionally, even though she'd been crying all night, intentionally went online and congratulated those girls for making cheerleader. I mean, I know adults that can't do that. I know adults that just won't. But, and by the way, beware of the people who don't clap when you win. That's something to live by. If you do something and you should be proud that you did something, your friends, your true friends, will clap when you win. The people that don't, those aren't your people. I'm just saying, those aren't your people. So my kids, they're not allowed to gloat, and they're not allowed to pout. So when Ava this past year went out for student council, so there were several other kids that went out for student council, and for their grade there were only 2 spots, and these are her friends. So when and it was all like, nobody was mean to anybody, it was all fine. But when she did win that seat, we did not, and had the little ceremony and everything. I put her speech on there before she won, not knowing if she was going to get it or not. But once she did make the position, we intentionally did not put it on Facebook or Instagram, because those kids' parents, and possibly those kids, I don't know, have social media. And to me, that you don't want to rub it in someone's face when they lose. It's okay to call it losing when they lose. It's a winning and losing. There's like being pregnant and not pregnant. You win or you don't. And that's okay. Winning is not an ugly word, neither is losing. Both of them are a lesson. One is a lesson in how to be gracious, and the other one is a lesson in how to be gracious. I'm just saying. So, anyway, I've drilled this in my kids, and I'm afraid I may have taken it a little bit too far, because there's a story there. There's a story. So my son, he was, how old is he now? 10? He was, I don't know, 6 or 7. And I was driving him to school, and there was the soccer field was all getting set up for, field day or whatever they call it at the end of the year. And, and we're driving, and I was like, oh man, are y'all excited to compete in all the relays? Because, it was going to be fun. It's okay to be competitive. Be competitive. Just be gracious. So, he said, oh yes, Mom, I can't wait. I hope I get third. I hope I get third. And I was like, huh? And he goes, 3rd place. And I was like, oh shit, I have taken this way too far. I've taken this way too far. And so I sat there, I was like, there a reason that you want third place? And he said, yeah. And it was they had like prizes for and so he didn't like the first and second place prizes. He liked the third place prize. So he was shooting for his goal. It was okay. But for a moment there, I was like, dang, I have gone too far. I have really drilled this too far. But I don't think you can take it too far. I think, honestly, if we're raising gracious children, they'll grow up to be gracious adults. And there is nothing wrong with civility. In fact, let's bring it back. Let's bring back civility. Anyway, I hope your kids are competitive, and I hope they're gracious, and I hope you guys have a great night. I was driving by the school and thought about that today when I saw the soccer field. Anyway, have a great night.